This is the Amos Blanchard house and barn. Almost 200 years old, these structures are on the National Register of Historic Places and part of the Andover Center for History and Culture. They hold over 50,000 historical artifacts and have become a popular venue for school field trips, public exhibits, and educational programs. Hi, I'm Elaine Clements, Executive Director of the Andover Center for History and Culture. Our mission is to preserve the past, educate for the future, and engage with our community. Through our programs and activities here at the Blanchard House and out in our community, our goal is to spark your curiosity by sharing and connecting Andover stories to an ever-evolving and inclusive world narrative. Preserving the Amos Blanchard house and barn is an important part of that mission. The property has a rich history and a larger story about Andover and our world. And we want to make sure that these historic structures remain available to you and the entire community. Today, however, this old house needs your help.
Hello, my name is Mark Fournier. I'm the Vice President of the Board of the Andover Center for History and Culture. My main focus is buildings and grounds because of my career. I've been heavily focused in historic restoration, environmental sustainability, building construction, and facilities management. So when I joined the board about 4 years ago, we decided to put together a 5-year capital improvement plan. As many of you know, if you own old houses like my wife and I do, we own one of the oldest houses in Andover, built in 1748. There are many challenges to preserving the structure regarding both financial sustainability and environmental sustainability. So we've got a comprehensive plan, and it involves over $150,000 worth of work just in the outside between the landscape and the barn. And what we're looking for now is help to fund that restoration. We're going to replace the main building roofs first, and then we're going to replace the barn roof second because of the availability of the shingles for that barn. The barn roof shingles are only available this summer because of COVID.
Dealing with COVID-19 has by necessity been our main focus this past year. My concern was keeping the History Center going when we couldn't even open our doors. Now that coronavirus restrictions are loosening, we need to turn our attention back to capital improvements to safeguard the future of the Blanchard house and barn and turn the grounds into a resource for the entire community. As you can see here, replacing the barn roof is our first priority. This is essential to protect the underlying structure, but also to protect the thousands of historic artifacts that are stored within the barn. The rest of the roof is also long overdue for replacement. After every storm, we see pieces of shingles all over the ground. We are in a race against time to preserve the house and barn.
One of our major challenges with the barn roof is that in past years, it's been shingled with Alaskan cedar shingles, which last a long time and are very expensive. These days, it's really hard to source those kinds of shingles, and so what we did is we went out and we researched new asphalt shingles that mimic the old cedar shingles. They last twice as long, have a better fire rating, and cost half as much.
The grounds on both sides of the building also need attention after the 13 years the History Center hosted the Andover Farmers Market here on the lawn. As the result of a landscape design contest, we have a plan to refresh the landscape in a way that creates welcoming public spaces on both sides of the building. The vision includes an informal sitting and gathering space on the north side of the building and a new hardscape and patio on the barn side of the building that can be used for outdoor programs and events. A mix of native plants, shrubs, and trees have been designed to enhance the property and create a welcome, green public space in downtown Andover. Just imagine a place where you can gather, share a story, listen to some music, or just enjoy a cup of coffee. Andover Center for History and Culture has come to represent many of the things that make Andover a great place to live. Appreciation for history, a vibrant downtown, education as a core value, and a strong sense of community.
So we're really excited about preserving the history and the culture here at the History Center. We look forward to working with you in the future and hope you'll agree to help us fund these projects and work with us in the future.
If you're able, please consider a financial contribution to support capital needs to ensure that these historic treasures will always be here, connecting the past to the present and enhancing the unique appeal of downtown Andover. Your gift will mean that tours, school and public programs, parties, performances, and future uses yet to be imagined can continue to take place at 97 Main Street.